We are back here again and going to tackle the little tiny topic of fundraising. In this video, I want to give you some approaches to consider as you start to scope your fundraising, and also strategies that I hope will be of support. Asking for money can be very uncomfortable and wearing. So often when I'm working as a board member on a nonprofit or consulting with an NGO, I notice that we can get confused around who we should be asking and what we should be asking for. It feels like we're never done raising money, and it can occupy all of our thoughts. But we need to remember that help and hope come in many forms. We so often think that we should always be asking for money and to see each person as a possible checkbook. I have found that the most successful organizations recognize that if we focus on gathering friends or supporters for our organization's greater mission and vision, they can bring us all sorts of support, including money, but other resources that we may not have considered. I encourage you to convert fundraising into continued friend-raising. How might you be able to create a big team that's supporting you? Your board is also a key component. How can you create a board that supports both growth and longevity? There are key components to a board that you should consider. Legal, accounting, marketing, social media expertise, and other different components of a standard business. Think about how you might get those resources on your board and not be asking everyone to raise money or even to bring money. They're bringing other resources. The most successful boards that I've seen recognize that a working board supports longevity in many different forms. Your work when fundraising for an organization is to tell its story and why it's connected to your heart. When you're fostering your network, instead of having people feel like they're considered checkbooks or credit cards, how can you foster those relationships? In contrast, if I feel like I'm important to you and that you share your accomplishments and different ways that you're supporting your community, when it's time to raise money, I'll probably be there for you. What else might foster as you think about your organization long-term sustainability? There are different approaches to sustainability. Social enterprise models, the embedded, integrated, and external models would be something to consider as you approach the issue of sustainability in your organization. The embedded model puts the social enterprise at the heart. And sometimes it needs as well to continue to raise money. The integrated model has those who can pay for services paying so that those who can't, their services are also funded. And then last, there is the external model where I may have a for-profit business that part of its funds is going to this very separate social enterprise. A big part of fundraising is effectively telling your story. Essentially, tell me why this mission matters and why you personally care about it. Can you tell me succinctly in a way that I get excited? For example, I worked with a fellow who supports rural girls in Uganda to be able to go to school. She is able to quickly tell the story of how her family was decimated by HIV/AIDS and how she had to work as a barmaid to support her family at 14. Yet someone recognized her talent, her brains, and paid for a full scholarship for her to go to school. That changed her life, and now her job is to change the life of rural girls throughout Uganda. How can you also share your vision? What is your dream? Then instead of telling me you need $10,000, how can you explain how $10,000 will send 150 girls to school and what they'll receive? Always, when you're telling your story, keep your options open as you ask for help, because support can come in surprising ways. Funders may not give you money, but they may connect you to a large funder or a partner. They may know of an innovative technology. Fundraising can be daunting, but I hope that this quote and the following materials will cheer you on. Act as if what you do makes a difference. It really does.